Good morning, folks. My morning coffee is ready. Switch off. For the last 1 week, I have been doing fatty coffee. Um, Fatty coffee is a concept originating from Nepal. The very hardworking, strong Sherpas who are very well known for their strength, extremely high VO2 max, like oxygen carrying capacity in their blood and tissues, and strong legs, and very single focus mind, and endurance. Actually, drink this. Whether it originated from Tibet and came to Nepal, or whether originated in Nepal and went to Tibet, we don't know. But in the mountains, these hardworking tribes and very strong, powerful people, happy people, very importantly, because I happened to do a trek with a Sherpa some time ago, probably 15, no, 25 years ago. And, they're always smiling, and they're strong, they're always helpful. And this is their secret, fatty coffee, or Nepalese coffee, or Tibetan coffee. Now, you probably have heard bulletproof coffee, because that's been marketed and advertised probably more. And that probably needs due credit, because it actually popularized the concept, because we like catchy name, bulletproof coffee. So if you drink this, you'll be bulletproof. But the concept is, you don't want to give insulin spike in the morning by ingesting stupid food, which you have been doing for decades, sponsored by all the cereal companies. Who are they? And they're telling you in the early morning, you need to have porridge, you need to have oats, you need to have fruits and all that stuff. That's utterly nonsense. That may be okay when there is no metabolic health issues, you are very young, you are growing. Yes, give calories, give oats. It's easy to make. It's always there, waiting for you to pour into a bowl, pour milk, easy. So before one criticizes one food group or one particular practices, you need to be fair, like why we do that. There's some advantage, isn't it? So it is ready, it is dry, it is preservable, and it is not nice. Sorry, it is not bad. It's really good, because at one stage I was addicted to um, oats. What is called Quaker oats. Yes. Oh, when you microwave it with the milk and stuff, the smell that's coming out is so addictive. So if you fancy, have it, but don't make it a regular habit that I wake up in the morning and I have a bowl of oats. Now, why do you do that? Because we have been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Yeah, that was probably true long time ago, when we were extremely hardworking. Not everybody's sitting in a desk in front of computer. Everybody's moving around. 10,000 steps was norm. Okay, but now, but now you are killing your back and neck and muscles by sitting at the desk, not even standing up to stretch. Don't do that to yourself. Let me move this out. So I think we should all do breakfast in lunchtime and do not have any food. And I'm talking about not pregnant ladies. I'm not talking about adolescent, teenager boys and girls who need a lot of calorie, lot of protein. So they must and should, I think, have a really good breakfast. They're going to school, they'll be busy, active, and all that. But for us, our 50s or our 40s, more so in a lower age, if you are trying to lose weight, you must not have any breakfast. Now, some of my patient tells me that, oh, by the way, I'm a gastroenterologist, NHS. I've been a doctor for 30 odd years. So some of my patients tell me that they cannot not have breakfast. They will feel dizzy, they will feel faint, they will feel miserable. Fine. So what is happening here? Because their body is so much carbohydrate driven, so their sugar level crashes, and when they're waking up, they're feeling the crash and they want something quick fix, and they take a lot of porridge and oat, and their sugar level spikes, insulin spikes, all very very bad anyway. And then around midday it'll crash again. 10, 11, and they need another cookie and biscuits, and it will go up again and then crashes. And then again, lunchtime, it goes up again and crashes. And the both phase is bad. When it goes up, your brain feels foggy, you can't focus, it's too much sugar in the bloodstream. And a high sugar, what it does, it is very inflammatory because it glycates all the tissues, nerves endings, your hemoglobin, and that's why we measure hemoglobin A1C. It is glycated hemoglobin. The glycation means sugar binds with a covalent bond with that organic stuff, and that's irreversible almost. So sugar actually destroys that. Now, hemoglobin A1C, we know that before we had this stupid thing that do a PP blood sugar, like postprandial after meal blood sugar and fasting, and that's it. But now we know that on a one particular day, if you're on a good behavior, you can have a good PP and good fasting maybe. But if you do hemoglobin A1C, that gives a measurement of average sugar level for the last, I think, 2 weeks, 2 months, or maybe 3 months. So hemoglobin A1C, if you are worried about your metabolic health, which is the four chief health, cardiovascular health, metabolic health, immunological health, and brain health or cognitive health. So if you're waking up and want to be healthy because you had a symptom, or you suddenly realize that you are not as fast or as good thinking as you are, or good looking, or whatever, and you're waking up, you want to do something. Obviously, we are all going to have this memento mori, meaning we are all going to die. That's fine, but as long as you're alive, we need to have the abundant energy. Like me, look what time it is now, for Christ's sake. This is bad, you think? But now I'm digressing. There are chronotypes of people's sleep patterns. So I don't drink alcohol, yeah, but because of a love for food and beverages and stuff, I'm kind of experimenting. So yesterday, my wife booked a special night out evening, and I had two cocktails, 7 units in two cocktails. Now, one was a mojito, and I'm going into culture and history of drinks and food. How, like pina colada, for example, it's a classical example of how a drink can glorify a nation. Like Puerto Rico, it's a small Caribbean island where a pina colada came. So see how I jump from topic to topic and make other people dizzy who doesn't have ADHD or right brain predominance. So coming back to fatty coffee to morning breakfast. Yes, why breakfast? Because if you're feeling dizzy, because I'm telling you, do not have breakfast and have your breakfast or break your fast in lunchtime, put a put this butter. So what butter will do? Butter will give you the energy should you need it. You shouldn't. Your body should break the fat which is already stored, but at least you have got a lot of calorie there, right? But the beauty of this is that it is not going to cause an insulin spike. This insulin spike is a mother of all problem. Yeah, so we need to keep our insulin level in a decent level. Too low insulin is also not good. Too high, dangerous. So too high is dangerous in a long term chronic basis, whereas too low insulin is detrimental in a short term acute basis. So we need to maintain this insulin in a very healthy range. And if your body has got too much insulin, it is almost next to impossible to lose body fat or body weight. Don't call it weight, I said body fat, because we don't want to lose body bones or body muscles. We want to lose body fat, because fat is the one which is inflammatory for the body. The white fat, particularly the brown fat, is good fat. And coffee actually changes, 1 second, coffee actually changes your dangerous white fat into brown fat. Brown fat has got a lot of mitochondria. It can cause thermogenesis. So that's why if you give a bath, a dipping bath to an infant in a very ice cold water, you shouldn't do that. But suppose the child or infant falls, they don't shiver, because immediately the skin senses low temperature. The brown fat starts like a furnace. Immediately ATP breaks down, and fire inside the tissue, which is heat, is produced. So they don't shiver. Okay, but we shiver because we don't have brown fat. So we cannot generate heat or energy like this. We are slow. okay, in that way. But if you drink coffee, you can generate heat much faster, because this caffeine is going to change your white fat into brown fat. But tea doesn't have that advantage. So British Liver Trust recommends we all drink 2 cups of coffee, particularly if you want to have your liver health and cognitive health. Now, coffee is also known to cause memory consolidation, but again, that doesn't mean that you're going to, this is this principle. If this is good, let me do as much as we can. It's like money. Money is good. Okay, let me hoard as much money as I can in my lifetime. But keep the perspective. Yeah, too much of caffeine will make your heart race, blood pressure go up, insomnia, craziness. I can drive you. If I give you lots of caffeine, tremor and all that stuff, you'll have a panic attack. So don't do that. I recommend, and not only me, British Liver, 2 cups. Okay, sometime I will go for a three, lunchtime maybe. I extremely rarely, unless you allure me with a really nice something. I go to a coffee shop or something, or I go to somebody's house, they make a real nice coffee. That's extremely exceptional, maybe once a month, maybe not even that. So 3 cups is your max, and do it early in the morning, but not within 1 hour of waking up. Okay, because within 1 hour you should rely on your normal body waking up hormones, which is cortisol and adrenaline. And if you give caffeine at that time, it is pointless. You don't need it really. Okay, but what caffeine does, caffeine blocks the adenosine receptors in your brain, which is a fatigue molecule. So you don't feel fatigue, so you can work focus longer time. So it doesn't wake you up in that way, little bit, yeah. But the main benefit that you can have a prolonged period of high concentration work. But putting a fat, and I have actually done it. I mean, I initially thought it'll be yucky and all that stuff, but actually when I was drinking it, if I hide it, and I'm actually planning to do this experiment, I'm going to give 2 groups. One group will have fatty coffee, and one will group have normal coffee, and I want to see whether they can spot the difference. And people have done this kind of experiment, like a proper Coke and cheap Coke, and whether people can drink and tell the difference, because everybody's sleepwalking. They are not sensitive. They don't know what they're eating. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking. And just kind of randomly, people are sleepwalking, most majority of them. So wake up, wake up. Okay, so I'm going to stop now. It is 12 minutes 45, and I wanted to show you this, but unfortunately, and all the washings that I have done for my family. And I said, I mean, you might not spend much time with your family for several reasons. You may be away from your family, but help your family. Okay, so my wife didn't tell me to do this. Okay, I saw 2 laundry thingy here, and I just washed it up, and I'm going to drying up, and she didn't ask me, but she will like me more. It's like when you're falling in love, you go out all the way to impress that girl, or man, or whatever, boy, to do stuff. This is called act of service, one of the 5 love languages. Act of service, gift of time, give time to them, and act of appreciation. So never criticize, on the contrary, always find little things she has done good, little thing. Okay, that may be nothing, very small, but glorify it. Okay, because carrot and stick doesn't work. So criticism actually humiliates people. Remember, if I tell you that you are rubbish, what you have done, I am trying to develop a thick skin, so that I don't get disappointed if I don't get credits for this, because I'm not doing it for credit. Okay, I'm just doing it to make somebody happy, because happiness is so lacking everywhere. Okay, so give it, don't ask for it. Okay, so this is it. So gift of time, gift of act of service, gift, actual gift, buy some stuff, buy flowers and stuff. She doesn't have to ask you to buy a necklace. I'm not talking about expensive necklace, like something cheap. She might not like it, she might not wear it, but she will appreciate that you have bothered to bring something home. It's like birds when they fall in love, or they want to mate. They bring stuff, stolen goods from other nests, and they put it in front of the suitor, like, oh, can you please marry me? I'm bringing gifts for you, please. So gift, and then touch. not sex, touch. Just, have you touched your wife yesterday, or girlfriend? Like touch. Remember, I'm not saying physical intimacy, just touch. And that gives oxytocin. There are some families, not very huggy families. There are some people who are not very huggy. They feel, in fact, if you touch them, they feel a bit uneasy. And there have been stories about, in Germany, Second World War, infants who are never picked up, never hugged, never kissed. They don't make relationship. They feel awkward if somebody touches them or hugs them. So that's so sad, isn't it? Because it liberates oxytocin in your blood. That makes you happy. One of the four happy hormones, DOSE, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and epinephrine. You need four of these little, all day long to make happy. Happiness is your birthright, and do not expect it from another human. Okay? You can expect from your dog. Coffee, coffee. He will come because he's very dependable. I'll show. Maybe he's too sleepy. Anyway, so I was telling that yesterday I had two drinks, two cocktails, and one was gin, one was this ram mojito thingy. And so I went to bed 9, 2 hours. And my body clock is very cyclical. So I normally go to bed at 11, wake up at 5. That's my normal 6 hours. And then I take siestas, at least one siesta. I call non-sleep deep rest around that time because I crash. But give me 15 minutes of shut eye, close ears. I'm as good as new. But yesterday I went to bed at 9. My body clock woke me up at, guess what, 3:18. So what can I do? 3:18. I'm working, reflecting, spreading the wisdom, spreading, learning, sharing the learning and all that stuff. Anyway, 17 minutes. That's probably one of my longest blah, blah, blah. Have a nice day. It's Saturday. It is 28th of May, 2022.